What's up, everybody? Coach Mills here, coming at you with a brand new Valorant video. And in this video, we got to talk about the new agent leaked. We have a lot of freaking cool information about a goddamn Filipino agent, and I am super excited. And then we got to talk about the new upcoming meta, with Ascend being champions playing a very old school meta. And then, of course, we got to mention NA, what is going on in NA Valorant. There's just a lot to talk about, so we're going to break it all down. But go to the GameLeap website right now if you want to climb to Immortal and beyond. You got to go check it out because we have in-depth breakdowns teaching you step by step the decision making that you need to be a top tier competitor. So go check it out right now down below. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now I gotta take a moment to congratulate our brand new Valorant champions, Ascend, which until the next champions is the undisputed best team in the world. However, there are many top teams that are chasing right behind Ascend and showed a lot of promise in the tournament. And honestly, that last match 5 was an insane series, but something that was very interesting is Ascend was playing a composition that Tens called Beta Comp, which was Jet, Raze, Sage, Cypher, Omen on Split. You heard me right. Omen was in the composition that freaking won all of champions, which is actually kind of crazy when you think about the fact that Omen hasn't really been picked all that much at all. And then of course an EU team whips it out and takes down the dub. But I'm going to be doing an in-depth character meta guide going up tomorrow, talking about all the top character picks, what is the percentage of each one, and what is the new meta based on champions. So make sure you smash that like and subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Now, it's important to note that the peak viewers of the grand finals of the Valorant Champions was over 1 million peak viewers. This is a brand new record and it's absolutely nuts. This is the most popular match of Valorant of all time, and Valorant as a whole is growing exponentially, which is really damn cool. And onto the fact that the championship bundle, which was the weapon bundle that you could get the weapon and the knife, 50% of the proceeds are going to the teams of champions, and they actually raised $7.5 million. So about half of that is going to be divided among the teams and champions, which means every single one of them is going to be getting a fat payout. But I'm really interested to see what that spread is going to look like based on the top teams to the bottom teams. Now, speaking of the bottom teams, we do have to talk about NA. Now, everyone is, of course, talking the most shit to Zoms, who basically just got every single country on the freaking planet pissed off at him over this past week. And with NA going out very early, a lot of people were roasting him incredibly bad, talking about how he can check the time on all of his Rolexes for his flight back home. And it's unfortunate for NA as a whole, but specifically Zoms barely held on to his first place earnings. I don't know if that will be true when all of these contributions from the weapon go through, but as far as actual prize pool earnings, Zoms is like holding on by a mere thread. Now, of course, we do gotta talk about Tens. Tens is a very phenomenal player, but a lot of people are talking about how he underperformed in Champions, and in the previous tournament, he did underperform as well. While Tens is a phenomenal player that often can completely hard carry, there are times where when it matters most, he doesn't deliver every single time. But I think it's important to understand that nerfs can get to you, everyone can mess up, and especially when you hold the title of like one of the best, if not the best players in the world, it's very easy to let that get to you and just mess up a very simple play sometimes. And I'm confident that neither Tens nor anyone else is going to take this loss on the chin, and they're going to come back far stronger. But I do want to mention NA as a whole, because I think it's very important to talk about, because there's many tweets that went out. I didn't really save any of them. I kind of lost them in the abyss that is Twitter, but they talked about streaming destroying NA Valorant. And what do they mean by that when they say streaming destroyed NA Valorant? Well, basically, NA teams seem to stream far more than they practice in general when you compare them to teams in EU or just around the world. Basically, a lot of times NA care far more about streaming than they do just grinding scrims and grinding VOD reviews when you compare them to a lot of the other countries. And I can't help but partially agree here. You see, just playing the game or streaming cannot ever be conflated with actual scrims or VOD review. And I do understand that doing scrims and VOD review all the time feels a lot more like work, and I don't blame players when they get paid more for streaming than any prize pool that has existed at all. But if you want to be the GOAT, the greatest of all time, the best team in the world, you really got to put in that work off stream. And what is that phrase that people always say? Hard work beats talent if talent works hard. I 100% believe that NA has the best talent in the entire world. The entire world, and it's not even close. But they do not have the same level of drive, or at least not the current top pros in NA that have gotten to a certain level of success. Now, I'm not saying NA doesn't work hard, because of course they work hard, and of course they scrim, and of course they VOD before someone misclips me. I'm just saying that EU EU and many other regions work incredibly hard, like they have something to prove, like they just want it a little bit more, you know? And will NA rise to the occasion and really challenge that? Or will a new wave of NA talent start fighting for those spots? You tell me, because I know that there's plenty of talent in NA that are incredibly hungry, and I want to hear your opinion about all this down below. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is the brand new leaked agent, and I'm going to play this clip really quickly, and then we're going to talk about it. Roll it.
When the first masters emerged, challenge, ball.
I'll show them. Enemies Norway. Hope they like it. Hit by lightning. Get ready. I go fast.
So something that she actually says in here is, quote, "I hope they get hit by lightning," which references a sort of lightning-based ability, and her code name is Sprinter. So I'm thinking lightning, I'm thinking going fast, I'm thinking the Flash, I don't freaking know. But basically, it looks like she's gonna have a lightning-based ability, and she's gonna have the ability to move quite fast. Now, on top of that, there are many chamber voice lines floating around that talk about the agent and give us a little bit of insight, and specifically something that I find interesting is this agent is from Manila. Now, if you don't know, that's actually the capital of the Philippines, and actually a giant amount of viewers are from the Philippines that watch this channel, more so than any of our other channels. And something you might not know is I'm actually half Filipino myself. That's right, my mom came over when she was 9, boys, and we just got a freaking Filipino agent. Let's go. Now, she's also a female agent, and she's very young. And the way that Chamber talks about her, she talks about her as someone who will compete with Jet, someone that can compete in that realm. And I'm kind of thinking, okay, so she's competition to Jet. She is a sprinter, so she goes fast. She shoots lightning, or it's lightning when she moves or whatever. That really kind of sounds, you know, very mobility-esque, very dueler-esque. And I'm thinking that she's gonna be a mobility-heavy duelist, and I'm very excited to say the least. And I think a lot of people can agree when you have mobility-based characters like Jet or characters like Raze, especially if they have a high skill ceiling, they are incredibly fun. I mean, mobility is always fun, so I really am excited for this agent. And yeah, let me know what you think about her down below. Are you really excited like I am? And yeah, I want to know your opinion, but definitely go to the GameLeap website right now if you want to improve at a lightning fast pace. Okay, see what I did there? All right. I love y'all's faces. I'll catch you later. See you next time.